Coming on.
Hey, you guys, Desmond here,
And LaCresha.
and welcome back to the channel. And
Woo-hoo.
today we are here to talk about the Makeover Challenge from RuPaul's Drag Race UK Series 4, episode, I believe that was episode 7? 8, 7.
8.
No, it was 7. Yeah, because we got two more, we got two more challenges, then a finale. Yeah, 8, 9, and 10. So this is episode 7.
Mm.
Oh, we're almost done with Drag Race UK, honey.
Hey, thank
Hey,
God.
stop that. You stop that damn.
Look, a Drag Race America did a number.
Well, rumor has it, the promos for season 15 of Drag Race US,
Mm-hmm.
November 30th.
Okay.
Uh,
Because they've already started casting for 16 anyway.
but people are thinking that season 15 is gonna start on January 6th because that's when RuPaul's new album comes out, and typically RuPaul drops the album on the day of the season premiere. And RuPaul, you need to think about, pushing that back a week or maybe pushing it forward a week. Do we need to start on January 6th? Did we
Mm.
forget about the terrorism that happened this year on that day?
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Honey, that's not what we're here to talk about.
Everywhere you go.
But you know what the name of her new album's gonna be?
What?
Black Butter.
Okay.
Girl, just say you love you some black pepper and move on. All right, let's get into this episode. Overall, I really did enjoy this episode.
Mm-hmm.
So we start off with after LaFille's elimination. They slept on LaFille this season. They're reading her. They did, and it irritated me. But yeah, they read her message. They're sitting down. They congratulate Cheddar on winning the Snatch Game.
Ooh.
And they were asking Danny, like, hey, do you think Cheddar's taking your comedy hat? Like, what's going on? You okay, sis?
Mm.
And when you're on such a high pedestal, there you have a chance of falling. And that's what
Right.
happened with Danny. And I really hope Danny can bounce back from this. And just from what happened this episode, it looks like Danny is bouncing back. But we'll
Mm-hmm.
really see next week when they're doing that acting challenge, because that's the chance for Danny to show the comedy chops again.
Mm-hmm.
So we will have to see. We have to see. But it's the next day in the workroom. They're coming in. They're sitting down at the table, and they're all so excited because it's the top 6.
Ooh.
So then we get RuPaul on the screen, and it's very clear that this week's challenge is going to be the makeover.
Mm-hmm.
So RuPaul enters the room. This is the big shot. Look how empty it is. I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, where is everybody?
They're gone.
But also, it's a full shot of RuPaul's suit because they don't give the full shot of his suits anymore.
No.
They used to give the full shot. Now they don't. And I
Well,
like this
usually
one.
because lately the suits have been bad, but
But like, I like this one. I'm like, I wouldn't be mad
mm,
at seeing a full shot of this. But RuPaul announces that this week they're going to be doing the Makeover Challenge, and they're going to be making over the Queen Team, which is a group of ladies who basically make sure that the queens eat. They help tighten up corsets. Anything that the queens need help with, they're there for. And I didn't know those people existed for Drag Race, so it's really nice to see them get, some shine.
you
And they
didn't?
all seem like lovely ladies. Was you gonna say something, honey?
No, I said you
Oh,
didn't know that they existed.
yeah, I didn't know they had people that did that type of stuff. Mm-mm. But we meet Floor, Gemma, Lucy, Mystique, Olivia, and Wendy. These are our 6 members of the Queen team, the
Mm-hmm.
Queen's team that are going to be getting the makeovers today. So RuPaul said that they're going to pair them up alphabetically.
Mm-hmm.
So Floor and Black Pepper got put together. Cheddar Gorgeous is with Gemma. Dakota Schiffer is with Lucy. Danny Beard is with Mystique.
Mm-hmm.
Jombers Blonde is with Olivia. Pixie Polite is with Wendy. So these are our
You.
pairings. So later in the day, Raven, the Drag Race All Star, who is apparently back in dark mode, came into the workroom. Looking stunning as always. Really, the mug is always right. I just wish, it was. I'll be quiet. At this point, it's all been
The
said.
tan was a little bit better.
The tan does look better, but it's still a little too dark. But I think Raven gave some great critiques. And honestly, nobody ever comes into the workroom without Rue. Ever.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Michelle used to come in on, if you remember in the earlier seasons of Drag Race, on that
Mm-hmm.
very last episode when they do the music video, Michelle came in.
Mm-hmm.
But nobody comes into that workroom without RuPaul. So if I was in that workroom, I'll be like, uh-oh, what's going on with Ru? What done happened? What done happened? But Raven really did give some amazing critiques, and she gave some great advice to the queens when it comes to makeup. Now, we can say what we want about Raven, and trust me, I've said it. But she's an amazing makeup artist, an Emmy-winning makeup artist. Let's not forget that. So honestly, I would take whatever critiques or any help she would give me, especially since she's used to painting somebody my skin tone, because me and Rue are around the same skin tone. So I would take you. Okay, you want me to do what? Okay, I got you. You know what I'm saying?
One shade darker, not two, bet.
But yeah, so I really enjoyed Raven, and we've had the conversation last week that a lot of people believe that they're grooming Raven to take over the franchise. And I wouldn't be mad about it, but Raven's not the one I would want to see take over the franchise.
No.
Like,
Bob.
okay, Raven, I would prefer a winner take over, me personally.
Yeah, Bob.
I wouldn't be mad if Bob took over. I wouldn't be mad at all if Bob took over. Now, not saying Raven doesn't have a chance to win, because with Versus the World on the table, she can easily pop up in a country that RuPaul's not the host and win.
Right.
Like, I imagine I could see her doing like a Drag Race Philippines versus the world and going down there and showing out. But yeah, so like I can see Raven competing again, and I personally would like to see that because I enjoyed Raven on All Stars and for a good chunk of season 2. Towards the second half. At the beginning, when her and Tatiana was getting into it a lot, yeah, I wasn't really feeling that. But as the season went on, I'm like, you know what, Raven's not that bad. she's sharp tongued, but she ain't that bad.
Right.
But yeah, let us know down in the comments, who do y'all think would be a good replacement for RuPaul? Because RuPaul is 61 years old. So if Ru ever decides to hang up, huh?
Thought she was 67.
Oh no, I recently Googled her age. She's 61.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't be mad. Like, it's RuPaul's Drag Race though. And even though Michelle did do a good job this episode, I think they should have, and we'll elaborate this more, but I think they should have not make the gag that, oh, RuPaul's watching, live video stream. Hold on, let me ask RuPaul real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I wish they would have just really just went with, this is Michelle's decision.
Right.
But anyway, we had a moment with Black Peppa. You are so strong. I just want to let you know,
right?
Coming from someone who was raised in the church, deep religious backgrounds, I felt this conversation to my core. I really did. And so I just wanted to give her a moment. You are one of the strongest people, and a lot of people will never know how strong you've been. I know. I've been through it. But I just wanted to give this moment to Black Peppa because I felt that almost had me crying up in this here living room right here. Almost had me. Like the tear was forming. I'm like, don't do it.
You stay in there. Stay in there.
Don't do it. But yeah, let's get to the main stage. And what did we think of Michelle Visage's look? We normally don't get to see the full thing.
Right.
So since she's RuPaul this week, she looks lovely.
I'm gonna figure out how to do that gray streak.
Yeah, I wish the blazer was a little over. I'm like, honey, they're gone. There's no need to try to showcase them, okay? But yeah, she looks great. She's
here. Like, but I want you to know I have some.
See how it is here? This is good. I'm not sure because this was right after.
I think it just moved because she
was walking.
did the pose. Because I think if it hadn't been because
it's
in
good
that
here.
picture she's straight up and down, so it moved back.
But yeah, Michelle, you looked lovely. We were joined by Graham Norton.
Mm-hmm.
And did you catch this? Did it burn? Did you catch that right there? I almost fell out my couch laughing at this. Because for those who don't know, Graham Norton used to date US
Tina
season
Burner.
13 competitor, Miss Tina Burner. So when 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 Michelle said, "Did it burn?" I almost fell out. We were also joined by Raven, who once again was a great guest judge this week.
Mm-hmm.
And here she looks a little better. I think she just painted a little dark yesterday. Because
I
here it's
think the
not as bad.
lighting is different.
It could be the lighting as well. The lighting.
I think the lighting has blown her out.
Yeah, but she looks way better here. This
Yes.
looks like a woman who tans just a little too much, but still tell us, But yeah, I thought Raven gave great critiques. I really did enjoy her this week. So let's get into it. The category is Drag Family Realness. Up first, we have Jombers Blonde and Nanu Nior. What do we think of these looks?
I love the shoe.
The shoe is nice.
They're good looks separately.
I like the looks, and I can see, okay, cool, black and white, whatever. But what is this makeup on this baby's face?
I don't know.
It don't work.
No.
You don't see any drag resemblance in the makeup.
No.
The outfits, we can make an exception because these are two great outfits. I really do like them. And I always love a good pan on the runway. I do. But yeah, it's the makeup. I see no family resemblance here.
Right. You got two different like jewelry choices, which could have been something that, joined you guys together and made it familiar. You have the 3 buttons on the side panel of this skirt. You could have put those buttons on the side panel of your pants. Well, I see them at the bottom, but they're not that visible. They needed to be someplace visible.
And I say this a lot when it comes to people who compete on RuPaul's Drag Race. About 80% of chance there's going to be a makeover challenge. Right. So, like, if I was to ever get casted, I'm going to practice painting on different skin colors. Like, of course, I'll have mine down, but let me get someone who's darker than me. Let me go get me a white person. Just get people around me so that I can be like, hey, can I practice painting on your face?
Right.
So that no matter what skin tone I'm presented, I can get the job done. But a lot of people's friends group isn't diverse like mine is. So you probably can't call on somebody to be like, hey, can I practice doing makeup on you? Because my friend group is diverse. I can't speak for a lot of people's friend groups. Hey, but let's move onwards. Up next is Pixie Polite and Trixie Truelove. First of all, Trixie Truelove, I love that name.
Yes.
Love that name. When it comes to pretty much the same critique for Jombers, like the makeup. Like, what did you
the makeup? She looks so muddy.
Yeah, like the outfits, I love it. I see the resemblance there, but you don't see it in the face.
Right.
Like Pixie looks stunning as she always does. But I really wish she would have had the drag makeover face much better.
She shouldn't have went so heavy with the contour on her face because it does make her look so much older. The setting powder didn't need to be quite so high.
And this is another thing where you need to be able to paint someone of a different skin tone than you because she's a tanner than you are. But yet it looks like you used your makeup on her.
Right. Just try to save face or whatever. It wasn't good.
Up next is Danny Beard and Missy Mustache. I thought these were really cute, but it did irritate me because Danny did say that we were going to showcase Mystique's blackness. Where are we showcasing the beauty of her skin? I don't. What the neck? Is it the neck?
It's the neck.
But that to the side, these looks are amazing.
Yes, I was so proud of those looks.
These were really fun, real campy. I love the Olivia Lux purse that they had. Like it works for me.
Mm-hmm.
This really works for me. What did you think of this look?
I love this look. Like I love the juxtaposition. Like one had purple, the other one had the green, the mint, and you know, I was very happy when I saw
This
these
was
looks.
fully thought out. Like Danny fully
Yes.
thought these looks out, and I really do appreciate that. Up next is Cheddar Gorgeous and Brie Gorgeous. They ate.
Yes, they did.
This was so much fun. So much fun. The makeup
Mm-hmm.
is stunning. The wig that really could go into the headpiece, especially with Cheddar over here. With Brie, you
Mm-hmm.
could tell that the hoodie's there, but with Cheddar, that could easily be mistaken as one big headpiece.
Right.
Like
One big headpiece.
this is all great for me. This is all great for me. Really good. What did you think of this look?
I really like this look. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I saw the family resemblance. I think what sold it for me the most was just Bree's attitude.
Brie fully embraced the character.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
Bree was just like, I am it. I am the one. You can't tell me nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Good job. Up next is Black Pepper and Chili Pepper. I love that. I love that. Honestly, I think it would have been funny if she would have said white pepper because,
Right.
recently, I want to say like maybe last year, I found out that there is white pepper.
You did?
I didn't know white pepper was a thing.
You didn't?
No. So
Oh.
I think that would have been a fun play, black pepper, white pepper.
Mm.
But chili pepper is good too. What did we think of these looks here?
I agree with the critique that it was a little plain once you got to the bottom. Um, I think if she would have went with the one she did with Utica, which was the pearls instead of the rhinestones, it would have looked better. I preferred the pearls to the rhinestones, and the outfit needed something like a belt or something
These
to bring it
outfits
down.
are they safe? Yes, this was a safe look. But same critique I've given to the others. You knew you were coming to Drag Race. Why didn't you practice painting on someone with a different skin tone than yours?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the whole reason she decided to go with the club kid look. And I think it did work
Yes.
when it comes to the face wise. But the actual ensembles, the garments, they are really basic. They are
Mm-hmm.
really basic. Really. And then we move on to Dakota Schiffer and Bridget Schiffer.
She
I
just had a twin,
I'm so confused on how she was in the bottom.
right?
So confused. Now, granted, I don't like the checkerboard stockings and gloves. Honestly, that could be gone for me. But look
Mm-hmm.
at the face. That is from the same drag family.
Yeah,
And
it's
the
the
actual
same
dresses are
face.
gorgeous.
Yes.
Like
Like
they're
I'm
like, we're
not
tired of seeing the same
understanding
thing from you. I'm like, honey, I hate that critique because what is she supposed to do? She brought all that stuff with her.
exactly. She
Like
can't
it's not
change it
like she can
now.
just whip out some new outfits. We want to see something different. You didn't say that to Vanjie when she wore red for 6 runways in a row. You didn't say that to Bianca when she wore her floor length gowns every week. Not once did they tell her they wanted to see variety. So they can save that.
Well, they did say they didn't want to see the boat naked.
It's just that the critiques for Dakota this week really confused me. I'm like, as soon as I heard the critiques, I'm like, she's going home.
Mm.
I knew she was. I'm like, oh, they're playing in her face. Because should she have won? No, but she should have been in the top for this. Like, I don't understand. I do not understand. They're playing in these queens' face this season.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, she did get 2 wins. But still, like, she shouldn't have been nowhere near the bottom. Just like with Drag Race Italy this week, Obama should not have been in the bottom. Like, what is going on with the judging this week?
I don't know.
Whew, okay. But yeah, love the looks, except for the checkerboard. But other than that, good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got another screenshot. All right, so here are all the queens lined up. Who was your favorite pairing?
Danny Beard.
I agree. Now don't get me wrong, Cheddar did great. So like when she won, I'm like, okay, cool. But I really thought it was gonna go to Danny.
Me too.
Yeah.
But that would have gave Danny their third badge.
No, fourth. Danny
Fourth
already got
badge.
3.
It would have gave them their fourth badge.
Hey, Bimini had 4 on their season. So Danny can have 4.
Look, I was just trying to justify it to myself because I was mad Danny didn't win.
But yeah, so we find out Cheddar won. Completely agree. Well, I would have gave it to Danny, but like Cheddar did just as good, so I'm not tripping.
Right.
Like, great
No,
job.
I wasn't upset that.
Oh yeah,
that
I didn't think you
Cheddar
was.
won.
Yeah, I didn't think you was.
No,
But I just want to let the people at the home, wherever they're watching on their TV, computer, or phone screens, that were not upset that Cheddar won. She did an amazing job.
Yes.
But we find out that the bottom 2 is Dakota Schiffer and Pixie Polite. Do you agree with this bottom 2 placement?
I don't know who.
Jompers.
Jompers.
Instead of Dakota.
Jompers. Yeah.
Because they both had the makeup issue.
I was like, I don't know. And then I was like, you know what? Never mind. Jompers. Jompers should be at the bottom. Jompers should be down there, not Dakota. I didn't understand that.
Yeah, they both had the issues with the makeup. Now, Black Pepper also had an issue with makeup, but she made it work doing that little club kid look. So it should have been Jompers because she had a drag family resemblance. So exactly. I was like,
I'm still confused as to why she was even down there to begin with, other than you give us the same silhouette over and over and over again.
So has everybody else here. So has Danny. And I love Danny's silhouette, but she's given the same one every week. But we ain't
I don't know why. Makeup evolution, I understand that. Even wig evolution to some certain extent, I understand that. Clothing evolution, what are you expecting them to do?
They've already brought what they brought. And if they can't sew, well, she did a good job in the sewing challenge, but do you know how hard that would be having to make an outfit every week? Mo Hart did it for season 10. She said she walked in and literally made every outfit as she was going. Do you know how hard that would be?
Very hard. And
especially when there's like
the fabric choices they had up there earlier, like none of them look good.
Yeah, and they only do like one episode takes 2, maybe 3 days. I guarantee you this one took a day because, well, what are we doing? Right. They come in, you give them the makeover, we hit the main stage. Let's go. But yeah, so I thought it was weird. But what do we think of this lip sync?
I had to watch it twice. It was I don't know. Honestly. Apparently you think Dakota killed it. Yeah, you think Dakota. You know what? And I would agree. Because I don't know what in the world Pixie was doing.
Pixie was not feeling the vibe of the song. Pixie was just out there throwing herself around.
I know why I don't remember it. Because I was too busy dancing to it.
You were dancing to the song?
I love this song. Okay, when I was in school in California, quick story time, I took a dance class as an elective. And this was one of our final songs was Miss Me Blind. So I was sitting there like, I know you miss me. I know you miss me.
I'm writing this down for your evaluation.
What? That I knew the word? Look, I actually did a whole lip sync. Like, I knew it.
You notice I did not acknowledge the guest judge this week nor the song?
Why don't you like Boy George?
Do not say that name on my channel.
Okay.
On our channel.
Why don't you?
We'll discuss that transphobic piece of shit after we get off of this live stream. Well, it's not a live stream after we get done recording here. But yeah, I just find it funny. The transphobe is there and the trans queen went home that week. Anyway, Michelle had to check with Ru.
which I didn't understand because I didn't see earpiece.
I did. If you look, hold on. Hold on. Let me see. Did I get? If you look, there is an earpiece here.
Okay.
There is one there because I started looking. I'm like, oh, okay, it's there. But typically, they all have one in anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Typically, they do all have one in because apparently that's how RuPaul does their lines. They read it to RuPaul. Well, they say it to RuPaul, and RuPaul repeats it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this part, I'm like, and then she's like, Ru has made her decision. Pixie Polite, Shantae, you stay. Which
I
means
think she
Dakota
only made
Schiffer unfairly went home.
only because it was her third time in the bottom.
I don't care that that thing that whole 3 times in the bottom thing. I used to live by that rule,
Yes.
but now we've seen so many people make it past the 3 times in the bottom rule. So
Mm-hmm.
that don't it really comes to that lip sync for me now. It really does. Who won the lip sync? Dakota won the lip sync. But unfortunately, she got sent home. She left a message, and RuPaul's back next week. Woo woo. But they'll be acting in a murder mystery with a modern twist. It's time for the Squirrel Games. I wish America would have got this.
Mm.
I'm so excited for the Squirrel Games because I was a huge fan of the Squid Game. So even though I was late to the party with the Squid Game, I was.
I still haven't watched it.
I was late to the party, and I did watch them with the English dub. I know y'all hate the English dub, but that's how I watched it. Yeah, some of the things sounded funny, but hey, people were paid to dub it in English, so I watched it that way. Y'all know how I feel about subtitles. But anyway, I'm super excited for the Squirrel Game. But yes, that is Drag Race UK. Oh, Dakota should not have went home. I'm gonna keep saying that. Dakota should not have went home. Dakota should not have went home. Dakota should not have went home. But yeah, other than that, I really did enjoy this episode though. I really did. Up until the final judging, I'm like, what are y'all doing?
Mm-hmm.
Stop it now. I repeat, stop it now. But they did it anyway. Stupid. Yeah.
Stupid.
But yeah. Oh, I did find out some more tea on why there's no cash prize on the UK
Why?
on Disney Plus on Drag Race UK because apparently you can have a cash prize, but it has to come out of your own budget. Like it can't be sponsored. You know how we'll have it sponsored by Trojan or sponsored by
Mm-hmm.
Cashapp. It would have to come out of the production for Drag Race UK. So they
Oh.
decided to keep that 100,000 pounds or however much they were even considering if they ever
Mm-hmm.
did.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reason why there is no cash prize. And I'm like, come on now. Y'all could have like spurged at least like 25,000 pounds, something, just a little something, nothing too
Well,
crazy.
the exchange rate there, like things in Britain things overseas are more expensive than they are
Mm-hmm.
here. So, like $100,000 here, that seems like a lot of money to us because that's what we're used to. But over there, that's not that much.
But yeah, still, like I think they should get something. I hate that the Vivian had to come over to the US to finally win some money.
Right.
I'm like, come on, well, like they can get a little something. We ain't saying give them 100,000 pounds. Y'all can find somewhere in the budget to give them a few coins. Do you know how expensive, how much money they spend on Drag Race? This is
A
the only
lot.
reality show that requires you to spend money before coming to it.
Right.
Every other reality show, just show up as you are
Mm-hmm.
and we'll make it work. Drag Race, no, you need 50 costumes, 100 wigs, 29 different pair of shoes. So it's just like, come on, give them
And
a little
one
something.
that's not even for you.
And then send them home first. Like, I would be so mad if I spent a lot of money and I go home first.
Right. Especially if I took out like a personal loan.
And a lot of queens do. They take out loans to be able to compete on this show. So, like, come on, give them something. Just a little something,
Mm-hmm.
a little something, something. But anyway, we're gonna wrap things up here. I need to figure out what I'm gonna do for dinner tonight.
Hey.
So, LaCresha, where can they find you on social media?
You can find me at Cresha McGill. That's CRESHAMCGILL on all social media.
And you can find me on all social media platforms at Simply Desmond. That's SIMPLYDESMOND. Thank you so much for spending a piece of your day with us. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see y'all next week. Bye.